Namaste and very good evening to one and all present here. I'm Dr. Aishwarya, 360-degree assessment specialist. Welcome to Leaders Connect 360 Foundation episode LC3. LC? Arul, am I audible, Arul?
Yes, you are audible.
I'm facing
Aishwarya.
some technical
Yes,
issues.
you are
Am I
audible, Aishwarya.
Yes,
Please go ahead,
Aishwarya, you're
Aishwarya.
audible.
So Leaders Connect 360 Foundation is a non-profit organization aligned with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals (SDG). Our mission is to invite 1,000 plus leaders and create a million leaders. Every Wednesday, we come together from 6:30 p.m. to 7:15 p.m. on Zoom Live to gain insights from top management leaders and last week of the month from authors. And once every quarter, we take in different cities to network, support, we take in different cities to network, support, and grow together because at Leaders Connect 360, we strongly believe that leaders create more leaders. Before we kickstart the episode, a quick reminder please keep your videos on for an engaging experience. First time visitors, check out the WhatsApp, Facebook, and LinkedIn in the chat box to stay connected and grow with us. This episode is being recorded for our community archives. Now let's set energy high. If you are excited and ready for an impactful session, drop a thumbs up or a smiley in the chat. Thank you. Thank you so much. Fantastic. And before we go, let me introduce our guest speaker, Mr. Shyam Iyer, author and founder, 60 Bits Consulting. Let me also introduce Mr. Pankaj, Managing Director, Bija Trainings, who will be interacting with our guest alongside our panel discussion leader, Ms. Kalaiyarasi Elango, a certified POSH corporate soft skills and master trainer. With further ado, let's get started. Over to you, Mr. Pankaj.
Thank you so much, Dr. Aishwarya. Good evening, everyone. And a warm welcome to each one of you. And a special welcome to our guest, Dr. Shyam Iyer, and panel discussion leader, Ms. Kalaiyarasi. Thanks for joining in, and my personal apologies on behalf of Bija Training, the Master Leadership and Leaders Connect for being late by 10 minutes. There has been some technical glitch at our end. So my apologies, and thanks for everyone for joining in time and making this community up and running as always. So, Dr. Shyam Iyer, we really welcome you to our forum, and we are really, happy to have you with us today. Right. So,
Thank you.
thank you
Thank
so
you
much
so
for
much.
joining in. And the
Thank you.
topic itself is very interesting, sir, today, right? Building a culture of accountability. That is something which is missing, right? So let's see what we are going to learn from an expert like you today, sir. So welcome, sir. Welcome so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All
Thanks.
right. So before we move forward, I would like to officially welcome you through a mode of a welcome video. So Arul, can we have welcome video for our guest and our panel discussion leader, and then we move forward. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Arul. Sir, welcome finally.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks.
Right. Over to you, Kalaiyarasi, to take it up. Thank you.
It's okay, no
Sorry.
problem.
Thank you.
So, good evening to everyone. It's glad to be back on this stage again as a panel discussion leader. Thank you, Leaders Connect and Bija, for inviting me here. Let's get into the topic. Okay. This is an amazing topic in that I just wanted to understand more about like what are the most common barriers that stops team from taking ownership and how can leaders remove them? From your experience, please share a few words.
Okay, thank you so much. At the outset, I want to really apologize for the delay from my side. I am actually in Orissa and come here for work, and there's a very bad network out over here. So somehow I've got logged in through the mobile. So sorry about that. Yeah, talking about the question, yeah, it is a very interesting topic, culture of accountability. And today, if you see most organizations, small, large, medium, doesn't matter, they are really struggling with this issue of accountability and ownership. So, based on my experience as a leader working in multiple organizations and consulting many organizations, I think primarily the bedrock of why there is a lack of accountability stems to lack of trust. That's the root cause that I see, lack of trust. It also stems out because of lack of psychological safety, because of fear, lack of clarity in communication, lot of assumptions, and lack of shared vision. So these are typical points that I feel the leaders are grappling with when it comes to even managing multi-generational workforce in today's context.
Okay. That's amazingly you put up. Basically, lack of trust is something which we have to work on. And when comes to that, how can leaders balance accountability with empathy without creating fear or frustration?
Okay, so today the world has actually experienced a VUCA world, and we are living in a Barney world and things like that. On one hand, leaders are expected to get numbers, results. So they are more task oriented. On the other hand, there's also a demand on people orientation, be soft, and engagement, those kind of things. So how do you really balance number game and people game? How do you balance task and people? So my recommendation to all the leaders and all the people who are watching this video is whenever you want to establish a culture of accountability, first work on accountability as a culture and then practice empathy. A lot of times people do reverse. They practice empathy and then they want to practice accountability. That doesn't really work. Have a solid culture of accountability in place so that you can practice empathy on a genuine case to case basis. And here is a book that I would like to refer and recommend to the readers and leaders if you're interested in seeing how do you balance this fine line between empathy and accountability. And that book name is called as Radical Candor. It's written by Kim Scott, and it very beautifully brings out the way in which today I need to be caring, and at the same time I need to also practice tough love. So these are the basic expectations from leaders in today's context.
So nice. Actually, really nice to connect with the number game and people game. And also, of course, as you mentioned, that we have to practice accountability as a culture and then we have to move to empathy. That's amazing. Thank you so
That's right.
much for that. And next one is what are the few simple habits or routines can organization follow to make accountability a part of everyday work?
Okay. So it's actually not something that the leaders need to do. It is actually the ways of working in which an organization works. If you were to take a simple a team could comprise of multiple individuals, which comprise of individual contributor, people managers, and stuff like that. If in a team, given a team, you take any random team, and in the team, if the four things are well established, for example, they have a shared vision, their roles and responsibilities are clear, they have established processes, and fourth, they have effective relationships. If these four areas are well balanced, I feel there can be a great scope for accountability. I feel there's a great scope for taking ownership. And when we talk about these two words, ownership and accountability, these are two different contextual words. Accountability is where an organization gives to the employee that you are accountable to do this, you are accountable for these results. Ownership is something that an employee gives back to an organization. So it's both ways. So an
Yeah.
employee can't say, I will give 75% ownership. Either it is 100% or it's 0%. You can't have decimals and numbers like that. So that's one of the rituals and habits. If a leader can practice being an authentic leader, and if he or she can really practice these four things, I think over a period of time, accountability as a culture can start building it. And of course, communication, without saying, is a very important role in this, because the more you communicate is better. Many a times people undervalue and communicate very less and create a lot of gap when it comes to execution excellence, alignment in execution and strategy, and operational excellence. So I feel these four areas, if we can really look into it on a regular basis, we can form new habits, we can form new rituals, and that becomes a new ways of working, I would say.
That's actually 100% agreed with that. And I really love that word effective relationship. That is very true. If when we maintain the effective relationship, everything is gonna be okay. So
Yeah.
those thanks for that. And how should leaders handle repeated cases of no accountability without hurting team morale?
What happens really is, if in a team, if people don't adhere to any kind of goals or tasks, or if they're not accountable, as a leader we need to really pull them up. If we do not pull them up, if we do not show them the way, others will take it as this is how the this in a Hindi it's a word which is chalta hai, that's how people start thinking and assuming, oh, if that guy didn't have anything, then why should I do it? And that spreads as a virus. So it's very, very important that for effective team morale, it's very important that you take actions at the right moment with the right step. That doesn't mean you need to be very harsh. Just a simple crucial conversation giving a feedback makes a big difference, but it has to be timely, and it has to be with a gentle reminder that this is not accepted. The culture is formed on what you accept. And if you're accepting lack of accountability as an issue, if you're accepting all blames, excuses, and denials that the team member brings forth, you can never grow up in terms of ownership, accountability, and responsibility. And then it becomes a way of life where everyone will start to put blame on other department, blame on government, blame on competition, blame on XYZ. And then it will become a deep root cause issue. So it's
Yeah.
very important that as a leader, you pull up a socks, tell the timely feedback that this is not accepted, but yes, in a respectful, gentle way, so that the message is loud and clear and everyone in the system gets the message: ship up or ship out. As simple as that.
Yeah, that's you beautifully explained that. Timely feedback is very important. That's where we are lacking actually when we are not giving feedback. Obviously, we won't be getting that accountability part that you beautifully explained. Thank you so much. And the last question is, what role does clarity, roles, expectations, and communication play in building a culture of accountability?
Okay, I feel the starting point is clarity in roles. A lot of times we have seen in organizations, you hire a smart candidate, whether from campus, GET, lateral hires, doesn't matter. A lot of times there is lack of clarity in roles in terms of what is expected out of me. And many times the leaders are not able to really talk about what is the real expectations. They do have a job description, but the job description is either outdated, or it is something which perhaps no one understands what exactly am I supposed to be doing it. So, as a leader, clarity in terms of roles. That means, why have you hired me for? What is it expected out of me? What are my KRAs and KPIs? What are my goals? If that is clear, I think that becomes a fundamental roadmap towards accountability. Along with that, two more things are very, very important. I need to get timely feedback on how am I doing, which is through communication, and I also need to be timely recognized for if I'm doing really well, if I'm really doing good job. So it's very, very important that today the leaders have clarity in communication, and also they wear the hat of a coach, wear a hat of a mentor, because that is where you can really create leaders of leaders, because that's what is expected. As Jack Welch very beautifully puts in, till the time you are an individual contributor, success is all about growing yourself. The moment you become a leader, success is all about growing people. Success is all about growing leaders. So fundamentally, you need to wear the hat of a coach, mentor, and more importantly, everything starts from the clarity, lack of clarity. If there's clarity in my role, if I know what are my expected outcomes in form of KRA, KPI goals, then I am 100% willing to contribute. I'm 100% willing to participate. And of course, I need timely feedback, and also I need timely recognition. Recognition is not necessarily in form of money or monetary. It can be in a lot of non-informal ways of recognizing as well.
Yeah, that was a sharp point actually. Most of the leaders are actually lacking in providing the role expectation and everything, and also the feedback recognition. When we go for, like when we are going and asking for it, they are telling no, it's not like that, and that's how it
Exactly.
is. So we have to set that accordingly before even we start.
Exactly.
That's so nice. Thank you so much. It was a sharp point for each and every question you have given a bullet points where people can actually remember it. Thank you so much. I
Thank you.
hope every leaders have actually got the essence of whatever he spoke. It was so sharp that I can able to understand. It is very clear, and it is we can remember it for very long time, and then we can start work accordingly. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for your
Thank you.
time.
Thank you. Thank you. Pleasure is all mine. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kalai, for having a wonderful, so crisp, panel discussion. And as simply told by Dr. Shyam about the accountability. And yes, when he started, the very moment he said, it is something which is very rare, right? And yes, the accountability comes from two things. One is trust, and other is empathy also, right? See, until the trust is not there, the accountability will not come. And that is the core, basically, which is required. And as this is my take, my understanding. So let's see what people have understood in this crisp discussion of 20 minutes through a mode of a quiz. And I would like to invite Mr. Manikandan. So, Sham sir, whatever you have spoke to Kalai, whatever is spoken, that would be asked in the form of a quiz. So we'll see
Fantastic. Very
among
good.
the visitors if they can catch up. Okay, so the winner
Sure.
will get a
Sure.
book. Okay, that Mr. Arul will share. Who will get the book? The winner will get the book. Okay, so Mr. Manikandan, if you can come up and take up the quiz. Arul, Manikandan is already taking, right?
Yeah, I'm saying, sir.
Okay, fine.
Sorry, I'm traveling. Pardon my audio.
No,
So
no worries.
during the initial, introduction, our speaker spoke about four important barriers. So can you just mention out of the four? Can you mention two in the chat box? What are those two that you have understood that leads to the barrier of teams taking ownership and how leaders remove them?
So Arul, you need to check on who is going to be the winner because he's asking two, right? Not one.
Out of
Out
four,
of four,
just
two.
two.
So somebody should be able to give or at least two.
Okay, we are getting answers now.
Yeah,
And
out
Mr.
of two, but
Mani,
only one gift is there. I think Vijay has cracked it, right? Lack of trust and psychological safety.
No, no, I
So
believe no,
congrats,
no.
Vijay.
Sukumar Rajesh has answered it separately, but it was before Vijay. So Sukumar
Okay.
Rajesh says lack of trust, and then he says psychological safety, right? And then
Yeah.
Vijay
yes,
says at the
yes,
same
yes.
time both. So Sukumar Rajesh is anyways a what we say quiz winner leader. So if he wants to give it to Vijay, I leave it that discretion to him. Otherwise, Vijay is also at the same time is a winner. So Sukumar Rajesh sir, anyways, you are a winner as always. So, would you like it to give it to Vijay or you would like to take it up?
Sure. He said sure.
Arun, you
Okay,
can
fine. Thank you
conclude on
so
this.
much, sir. So then I declare
Thank
Mr.
you.
Vijay. Okay, thank you so much, Sukumar Rajesh. That's the, a sign of a true winner, actually. He has won it. And Vijay sir, thank you so much. Vijay, as at the same time you have done it, so you're also winner today. So you will be getting a book as shared by Mr. Arul, and you also get a bonus to unmute yourself and ask one quick question to our guest. That's a bonus for you. So, Mr. Vijay, you can ask the question, please. If
Uh,
not, I believe Vijay,
yeah. Yeah.
is he
Am I
there?
audible, sir? Am
Yeah,
I
you're
audible?
Yeah.
audible. You're audible.
Yeah.
Audible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for the very insightful, discussion on the culture of accountability. Right. So maybe I would like to understand little more on what distinguishes between the responsibility, accountability, and the ownership. Because many times it is a very confusing, or people, misuse it, right? Or interchangeably they use it.
Yeah. So, thank you so much, Vijay, and hearty congrats for winning that book. Uh, so, if you really see, I would really like to bring in the success principle which Jack Canfield has mentioned in his book Success Principles, and this is the success principle book, principle number 1, which is a very beautiful framework or a formula. E plus R is equal to O. Now, what does that mean? Events are not under our control. 100% the event is not under my control. Similarly, O, outcome is also not 100% under my control. Right? What is under my control is R. That is the way I choose to respond, the way I choose to take responsibility. So I have a choice. I can react or I can respond. Right? So if I respond in a matured way by taking a pause, reflect, and then respond and not give a knee jerk reaction, perhaps outcome can be under my control to a large extent.
True.
And if we continue doing that, there is one more thing that I would like to add as H. So HERO, hero. H stands for habits. New habits can get formed and rituals can get formed. So that's responsibility. When we talk about ownership and accountability, as I mentioned, ownership is something that an employee gives to the organization. Employee gives to the work. Employee gives to the task. Accountability is something which organization gives to the employee. Organization makes the employee accountable, that you are accountable to get 100 crores business or you're accountable to get 100 manpower. Whether I am doing it or I'm not doing it is the ownership that I take in. So in today's context, it's very important that employees have a growth mindset and they also display intrapreneurship, because if it's my money, if it's my business, how would I really act? Will I be lazy and just blaming and excusing and giving denials, or I will be really jumping up and down and really making sure that I get the outcomes done? So that's the basic fundamental difference. I hope I answered, Jay.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So I believe if there are any other questions, we can do maximum 2 questions with our guest. So now the forum is open for open questions. So we can have quick 2 questions and then we move forward. So Arul, can you please check on if there's any hand raised, or if anyone would like to ask question, please help them to unmute.
Sir, I have a question. Money here.
Yeah, please.
Sir, is there an interesting framework that you would suggest on how to give feedback? Dr. Shyam.
Interesting what?
Interesting framework on how to give feedback.
Oh, okay. There are multiple frameworks that's quite popular in the corporate world. My personal favorite and the most simplest of that is SBID framework. And for you to remember that, it's very easy. Always remember State Bank of India. So once you remember State Bank of India, it is SBI, and D is do next, decision. So SBI stands for what's the situation, and what is that situation, the behavior that you want to coach or give feedback. What is the impact? I stands for impact. And what do you want the candidate or the employee to do next? Change that behavior, desired behavior. So this is something SBID that we kind of follow. It's very easy to remember, and it's very easy to use on a daily basis. And remember, feedback has to be like a feed forward, so that people, participants are able to move forward, that employees are able to move forward. So SBID is one of the most common popular framework, and you can Google and you can get multiple examples around that.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Manikan, asking that question, and Shyam sir putting it very simple manner. All I can say is, as I try and, give the synonyms to people, that's how I do it. So if there is something has to be connect with you, is that simple. Nothing very, gimmicky, very simple to the point, and that is how you're making it easy for everyone to understand. Thank you so much for being simple, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
So Prakash is sorry, Arul, if there anyone else who can ask any question, or then we move forward. Is there anyone?
I think we can move forward. Yes.
Okay, so then we would invite our summary leader, Mr. Nelai. So over to Mr. Nelai for a quick summary, please. As always, ready, Nelai sir?
Yes.
Good.
Good evening, one and all. Thanks to Bija Training for this opportunity as a summary leader. Dear Shyam sir, truly insightful perspective on the building a culture of accountability. Your points and examples were thought-provoking and impactful, sir. And on the summarized key point, on the building culture of accountability, and the point number 1, and the barriers to ownership and how leaders can remove them. The biggest root cause of the low accountability is a lack of trust and followed by the poor communication and psychological safety and unclear vision. So when people don't know the why and they don't take a ownership, so leaders must remove barriers by building trust, ensuring transparent communication, and consistently reinforcing the shared vision. And the second, the balancing accountability with empathy in today's work world, and leaders must balance task focus, that is a result, with a people focus empathy. Accountability should come first, and empathy should support it, not reverse it. So this approach is aligned with the radical connote by Himscott, that is care personally and challenge directly equal to strong accountability without fear. E plus R equal to O, that is event plus response equal to outcome. So tough love helps the teams grow without creating a frustration. And the third, daily habits that building accountability, make accountability a daily routine, not as an annual review. Encourage the employees to take a full ownership, that is 0 or 100% for outcome, not partial responsibility. And increase communication. Most issues arise from the communication gaps, not competency gap. So daily check-ins and clear follow-ups and visibility of commitments help reinforce habits. And the fourth, leadership behaviors that shape accountability. Leaders must lift their teams up. And Chalta hai, that is casual, it's okay attitude is a virus that weakens the accountability culture. Protect the team morale, motivate teams, take ownership naturally, give timely and loud and clear feedback. Ambiguity weakens responsibility. So leaders must act on coaches, not as inspectors. And the role clarity, accountability fails when role and expectations are unclear, missing or outdated. This particular J and JD job description and the KRA KPIs elite will give a clear visions. Clearly defining who does what helps the people take ownership confidently. Appreciation must be timely. Recognition doesn't always require money. Even small, sincere recognition creates a big ownership. So closing thought, accountability thrives when leaders build trust, clarity, and coaching culture. When the expectations are clear, communications are open, and the team feel valued and supported, people naturally take ownership, not because they are told to do, but because they want to contribute to the organization's success. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Wow,
Thank you so much,
really,
Anil.
really appreciate you for really putting across the entire summary in a very lucid way. In fact, we can straight away write a book on accountability with all these topics that you have discussed now.
True, true. So that's how we do, sir. After every session, we normally have a summary leader, and most of
Fantastic.
them it's Mr. Nellai who is doing it. That's the reason we call him our summary leader. He makes it very
Amazing.
precise, very wonderful, and to the point.
Amazing job. Amazing job. My kudos to
Thank
you.
you, sir.
Superb. Very good.
Thank you.
Very
Thank
good.
you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Nellai, sir, for being there as always. So now, as we are coming to the end, I would like to invite Miss Priya Sandeep for the vote of thanks, and then we move forward. So over to Miss Priya.
Yeah, good evening, everybody, once again. So, yes, definitely accountability plays a pivotal role in a work culture, right? Going through accountability. Now, before going forward, let me quickly share again the purpose of this community. For Leaders Connect 360 Foundation is a non-profit organization aligned with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, SDG. We are a hybrid model leadership community, bringing together leaders every Wednesday from 6:30 p.m. to 7:15 p.m., where experts in their fields provide solutions to real-time leadership challenges, just like the valuable insights we received today from our esteemed guest, Ms. Dr. Shyam Iyer. Every last week of month, we take a deeper dive into knowledge by inviting authors to share insights from their books, helping us grow as leaders and lifelong learners. Now, extend my deepest gratitude to our esteemed guest, Dr. Shyam Iyer, CPF author and founder 60 Bits Consulting, for his thought-provoking insights, sir. Thank you very much. Our wonderful panel discussion leader, Ms. Kalaiyarasi Elango, and our dynamic moderator, Mr. Pankaj, for leading such a valuable discussion today. And now, as a token of appreciation, we present a special thank you video to express our gratitude. See you next Wednesday. Until then, keep leading and keep growing. Thank you.
Thank you, Priya. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Arul,
Thank you,
can we
sir.
have thanking video, please? Thank you so much, Arul. Thank you so much. Thanks, Priya. And Shyam sir, thank you so much for being there. And we would like you
Thank you.
to be a part of this community. And
Absolutely. I look forward to it.
I've already sent my request on LinkedIn to you. Okay.
I will do that.
So that's how we look forward to connect more leaders and create more leaders. So thanks for being there. Thank you so much. Have a great
Thank
evening,
you.
sir.
Thanks for invitation and thanks for hosting me. And again, my apologies for the delay. It was a
No
great
worries, sir.
experience. I really enjoyed thoroughly. Thank you so much. Well curated session. Thank you.
Have a great evening, sir. Thank you so much. We look forward.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.
Over to you,
Bye.
Arul.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.